No, I have to disagree with you guys. I mean, Nickelback's all right, but I wouldn't call them the best band ever.
I was so unprepared for that. Shout out to Nickelback. Take us on tour. We'll call it This Is How You Remind Me of When I Was Young and Didn't Really Know Music That Well. Tour.
I mean, I feel like great. For whatever reason they have all this hate, but everyone did have a phase where they thought one of their songs was amazing.
Yes. Bro, I still love Photograph.
I mean,
every time I look at this photograph, it makes me giggle.
Paul, you look like you're smoking a joint.
Yeah, let's clarify real quick.
I love it.
Paul looks like he's got a little baby joint.
Want to see what I'm smoking on? Lucky Lights, baby. Lucky Lights. They're lucky and they light, and it's candy.
Yeah, candy.
Come on now, y'all.
Here in Kentucky?
What?
Are those the same ones you bought here?
No, I bought these up here like a couple weeks ago. Oh, it's gone.
What happened?
It's
gone. They go quick. They burn out quick. So, guys, we have like a million things to talk about this time around.
I know. It's so great. Life has just been so wonderful, kind of.
I mean, let's start with the obvious. Ghostbusters came back out. It got re-released, but we were not able to slide by the release gnomes, is what they call them, with our super sweet Ghostbusters logo cover art.
Wait,
yeah, they like that. Copyrights.
Speak.
Hello.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, this is the angle. My drums used to be right there, but now there's a futon. But that's the window. That's the window right there.
Oh,
this is the historic tour. Boom, there it is, baby. Bam.
Paul. Why do you have the window mic'd up?
That's for me to know and you not to.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know if this is my
I was talking to Russia, okay? Chill out.
Manny is over there doing guest vocals.
Probably mine. Manny, I need you to sing this harmony. Manny's the man, okay? Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just noticed.
No, you're not. It's like, yeah, because that's what this podcast is. Me trying to say stuff and then you guys interrupting. Yeah.
Guys, I have had...
I almost lost
we've had an episode or two like that.
I have had a lingering cough since the campfire. Since that last campfire.
Oh, I hate that. Actually, I didn't mean that. This guitar was just over here and it started falling. It was like rested up against the desk. So I didn't really want to do that bit, but I was like, I'm sold into it now.
Oh, that's good, bro. Yeah, I'll be real, Nick. I had a little bit of funny feeling too. I mean, we did burn a lot of stuff. But it was a good fire.
Everything we burned was legal.
Yes,
we burned wood
everything
and untreated paper product.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a legal fire, no doubt.
Legal fire.
Shout out to Uncle Bob.
And I looked this up because I wanted to make sure shout out to Uncle Bob. We'll get to this in a second, but I do want to point out I did have to look up are flamethrowers legal to own before I made our post.
Oh, and they are. Huh?
They are indeed legal to own. I was like, okay, let's move. I was like, this does seem a little sketchy, but you can own a flamethrower, no problem.
They just have to be belt buckles.
Yeah.
You can't bring them to war. That is one of the rules of war. Apparently, you're not allowed to have flamethrowers.
Yep.
Interesting.
So Ghostbusters, though, we'll just talk about it briefly. We have a whole podcast, I'm sure, from last year, but it's back out. You can stream it wherever you actually like to stream things now, instead of being forced to go to YouTube or to LimeWire or our website.
Good old LimeWire.
And so, no, it was good. Ghostbusters.
It's real good. Ghostbusters. That's what you should call.
Paul's over there chain smoking.
Yeah, Paul's like finished one can of cigarette. What are you gonna do about it?
You guys talking about the voice? I've always sounded like this.
You guys are talking about voices and campfires, though. I feel like after that, like we cooked. What was the last one for dinner? Our dinner fire, right? Was that the last one?
No, We sparked up that last fire. The last night before it.
Just chilling out. After that last night, though, I feel like I've just been talking like really like this, like just kind of weird.
Grumbly. Yeah.
Just kind of like, hey, guys, what's up? Just putting too much pressure on my chords for no reason, you know? But
yeah.
Like a bad Batman impression.
Where is she?
Hey.
It's great. Yeah. I mean, it was worth it though, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a great time. So, like, that's our next thing, right?
Oh,
we took our second annual band bonding trip to the wilderness of Michigan.
That's right, the deep woods, the real stuff.
So So what was your guys' favorite part? Like we'll go in turn. I'll start. I'm just kidding. I'll end. You guys go first.
What?
Not Ohio.
Yeah, that sucks.
Driving through Ohio sucks.
Yeah. That steak was pretty epic, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty freaking wonderful. I also just really enjoyed walking around with you guys drinking coffee in the middle of the woods. Like that was really chill.
And making coffee.
The weather was perfect.
Making some Sabbath coffee over that campfire. That was good.
Shout out to Sabbath, unofficial sponsors of the OK Podcast.
Sabbath.
Yeah. We sponsor them.
Official. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
that's right.
If you are in within driving distance of Sabbath coffee, go get a frozen latte. It'll change your life.
It'll make you a believer.
Yes. I think my favorite part was either like us getting those hammocks in that triangle shape.
That was
we had just like triangle hammocks, and then just chilling out that afternoon and just talking. That was fun. But then I was equally impressed with our lunch on that second day and our dinner on that first night with the hot dogs, and then Nick made those chickpea burgers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
I've never
what
smelled.
Was lunch the second? Oh yeah, we had eggs and bacon.
Oh
right?
yeah, we cooked a dozen eggs and a pack of bacon.
That was very impressive. Yeah,
so good. And we had peanut butter, bacon, pumpkin butter sandwiches.
Guys, shout out to y'all's mom, Mama Alexander, hooking us up with the pumpkin butter. I got people up here like hooked on it.
She was telling me she sent you the recipe because you were freaking out about it.
Yeah, everybody at work wanted it. I'm like, all right, here y'all go. See if you can do it better. Even though
it turns out there's more to it than pumpkins and butter.
I know, right?
Turns out you can't fill up a pumpkin with some butter and call it a day.
Yeah, man. I was literally about to buy a pumpkin and, some butter and just throw it in the bowl and be like, all right, here we go. But nope, way more stuff involved.
Oh, you would have been so disappointed.
I know. I wasn't going to do that, really.
Up and taking a first spoonful of it.
I was just gonna smash the pumpkin in the bowl, get a bunch of butter, and then just go at it, man.
I like
mix it up. Yeah, but you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, don't
eat the lemons. Yeah,
correct. So anyway,
don't eat the lemons.
Wait, Paul, what was your favorite part? Did you tell that already?
Yeah,
bro.
What do you say?
I said the steak.
Oh, the steak was your favorite part?
No, it really wasn't. It was great, though. That steak was like as big as my plate. No, man, I really just enjoyed when we drank coffee and walked around the woods and stuff. That was really chill.
I remember now. That was a good refresher.
It was nice getting to show you guys some of the sweet spots.
Really, when I talk, when I'm listening, rather, I'm just waiting to talk.
I know.
It's just ready to steamroll.
This is episode 19. We're aware. We figured it out by now.
What?
Look, laying out in the hammocks, like in the middle of the night, Paul hears a noise and he goes, "You better go away."
Yeah.
Sometimes they listen. Sometimes they listen. Sometimes they don't.
I mean, it was impressive.
I mean, they did stop, though.
You better go away.
Paul, not to talk about you as if you're like some kind of other entity that's not on this podcast, but at night,
that's fine.
In the woods, you come alive, man. You just start saying stuff and walking around and talking to the moon.
I'm another person when I'm in nature, especially at nighttime, especially when there's a full moon. Yeah, it's good though, man. Me and Manny, we're like this, dude.
Yeah, Manny's
got my back, bro.
It took me a minute to figure out what the heck you were talking about, but Manny is the moon.
You guys thought I was like hallucinating.
And so,
who's this Manny guy?
For those, obviously, no one knows. It was just us, so no one knows what we did up there. But we tried to sleep outside in hammocks both nights that we were out in the woods. Yeah, and the first night it was way too cold, and the second night we were just like, I mean, there are better ways to sleep than like this.
Yeah.
But Paul, you started talking in your sleep that first night, and you were just saying random stuff. Like you would just be like, "Manny, you bright, Manny. Come on, Manny."
Yeah. Me and Manny were having a conversation.
And then the very best thing that you said was,
"Fred, don't knock me over."
Fred, don't knock me over.
You better not knock me over.
Now let's talk about this, okay? So we're it's like 11 o'clock at night, 11:30. It's freaking cold. You're hearing the sounds of nature, okay? Different animals and stuff. I was like, man, what if like a bear just came over and like pushed me out of his hammock? And then I was thinking, as I'm half asleep, I'm thinking about bears, and then Fred Bear by Uncle Ted pops in my head. Then I was singing that. So then all that's happening, and then I was like, legitimately thinking there was a bear coming to tip me. I was like, Fred, you better not tip me over. Better not knock me over. So Fred Bear did not knock anybody over. Fred Bear behaved himself, which is good. That way we don't got to call Uncle Ted. He ain't got to shoot him.
So that was awesome. And my second favorite, just out of context line is when we were filming the video that's on our Instagram right now, where you're knocking the tree, you're like just pushing a tree over, which was cool enough. But then in the background, you just hear, "You like the bread, little birdie?"
I've watched that video like 10 times.
You're welcome. Gosh. You're welcome.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah,
me bringing
good teamwork.
Viral memes to the wilderness.
You like the bread, little birdie?
It was good.
Oh. And then
good
Paul,
times, man.
People have seen it. The reaction has been not as strong as I would have hoped. But Paul with the flamethrower, that was pretty ridiculous.
I know. I really hoping that was going to get some more traction, but maybe later in our career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good flamethrower. I do. I love how much I love it, and I love how much Uncle Bob loves that I love it. It's great.
So, do you think it'd be all right if we talked about Uncle Bob for a brief moment? Not like where exactly he lives and how he sleeps and all that.
Well,
not creepy stuff, but
let's
like
not give away his location. But
that
we
just
can
sounds
talk
weird.
about him. He's
like,
a great guy, man. I love my uncle.
Yeah, I mean he was super cool.
He's a legend.
He was kind enough to welcome us into his home when it was too cold to sleep in the hammocks.
Yep.
And just seemed like an all around great dude. But I have a story. So the first night, it's late at night, right? And you and Nick I don't know why I act like I'm only talking to you, Paul. Nick and Paul, you both stayed up and talked with Bob and just chatted about this and that. And in my mind, that was like a long time. And so when I woke up the next morning, I'm thinking, oh, he doesn't have respect for me because I didn't stay up and talk, and he thinks I'm just like a grown man. I just rolled into this man's house and went to sleep immediately. Like that didn't seem to. So I was worried about that the whole. It felt like a weekend, but it was a week front. Long story short, the next day he's like, "You guys sleep well?" Like just totally nonchalant, cool. I was like, "Yes, sir, thank you." He goes, "I'm gonna have to." I don't want to disrespect who he is as a person, so I want to say verbatim, but I'm going to bleep it out later in post. So you just guys know these are the words of Uncle Bob. He goes, "Not sir, that."
I wish I could have been there for that, even though I've heard him say that.
Oh,
before.
It wasn't even mean. I wasn't like, "Oh, I'm in trouble." I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, cool."
I almost fell over laughing. It was such a beautiful moment.
Yeah. He's just whipping up pancakes.
He's literally over there flipping pancakes. Zach says,
he's like, "F that ish."
sir, and he just like doesn't even look away from the pancakes. It's like he flipped one and he said,
Yep. Gosh.
Yeah, that's my uncle, man. He is just so who he is, and it's just he's probably one of the most consistent people I know. It's wonderful.
Here, let me make a note of this. 17 minutes.
There you go.
We got to maintain our clean status, guys.
Yeah. Add a cowbell or something.
Yeah.
You know,
an actual cow mooing.
that would be amazing. I think that's the best edit, really. But
I got to leave like the first
17 minutes,
like the hint of the first syllable or the first letter, so that people know. Yeah, and
it's true.
I gotta like. Hopefully, my mouth was behind the microphone. You know. Anyway, not important.
Yeah, you good, bro. You good.
But he was such a cool dude,
no.
and I feel like I don't want to say it, like I feel like you could tell he's related to you in that way. Huh?
In which way?
he was telling me
that he was cool, Paul.
Zach, all that you missed, man. I don't know if we ever told you, but Paul and I sat up and talked with him for a little bit.
And then he gave you $1,000 each. Yeah. No, I knew I missed out.
He gave us some cash.
Nah, man.
No, we're just talking about the woods up there and camping and stuff. And then he tells us the story about going to Hawaii and renting a motorcycle and taking the trail up and down the mountain and everything, and how like they had rented it months in advance, and then the rental agency didn't have a motorcycle for him, so he was like, well, I want a motorcycle. And the owner was like, well, the only other one that I have is mine. And he was like, okay, I want yours. And he took that owner's personal motorcycle and just trashed it around the island.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Uncle Bob, real one. He's
not a guy you want to cross.
No.
You want him on your side always.
Shout out to Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's
man.
it. End of podcast. I think that's what we said.
I'm so glad you guys got to
this podcast.
Everyone's like, "Who's this Uncle Bob guy?"
Yeah.
This podcast titled Uncle Bob.
I gotta say, it's
you wanted it to be called Uncle Bob.
Yes,
I think that would be cool.
It's fine. I'm so down with it. He'll love it. It's just great when like my friends like, you know, we get to go up there and like meet him and stuff, and they all just like rave about how awesome he is. I was like, yeah, no, it's great.
He is.
So I'm glad you guys got to experience that. Plus, it's cool because he made those signs for you guys. So
yeah, hey, this is the same. This is the same uncle that made the signs that we posted about a little while ago.
Yep, I think it was last year. I think it's almost been a year actually.
Hey, so a little off topic, but still kind of the same thing because we're in the area and sort of around where Uncle Bob resides. There are Michigan. I don't know what to call them. Almost, I don't know if redneck is the right word. Like seems insulting, but there are like northern rednecks up there.
I tried to tell y'all.
Apparently, they all act the same as the ones down quote unquote south here in Kentucky, but they just all have northern accents.
Yep, it's pretty much the same, just different. Yep.
And so I just don't feel like people imagine that. Like they see the dude in the big lifted pickup truck, rocking the Confederate flag or something, and they're imagining like, hey, y'all, what's up? Like, they kind of just, I don't know. It's not what you're getting in Michigan.
And then get out there like, oh, hater. How's you going, eh?
Oh, my God.
Oh, the truck? I lifted it last week. I can't do a good one. That was a terrible Michigan accent.
Oh, that was a great attempt, man.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That's like when people...
Brother Bear.
That's like when people try to do the southern accent and they go way too far. They're like, I don't even know.
Yeah, like I do sometimes.
I'll tell you real quick because like I took a whole trip because I was on vacation from work. So I spent. I guess we were technically like in northern Michigan, right?
We were like mid Michigan,
like right in the middle of it.
Michigan.
Anyway, I went from Michigan all the way down to Tennessee in a week.
Yeah,
that is a gambit.
Look at you go, bro.
Ooh, so
you've seen some things
on the drive there and the drive back. I had such weird meal happenings.
Yeah, don't buy giant from Walmart.
Why not? I mean, that was a good sandwich. So first on the way there, it's like 9:00 or something like that, and I'm needing some dinner. And so I stop in this town that's supposed to have all these fast food restaurants, and they're all closed except Taco Bell. You guys already know this. I'm just telling our listeners, I guess. That's why you guys seem disinterested.
you good,
But,
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, there's a huge line at Taco Bell. I'm talking like a mile of cars. And so I'm like, that's not happening. Are you playing something, Paul? I can't hear that at all.
No, I was just trying to.
Oh,
throw
you're
you
just
off.
pantomiming
Keep going,
the. Anyway, so long story short, I went to Kroger thinking they'd have some hot food in their deli. They did not. Then I went to Walmart thinking the same thing. They did not. So I ended up getting one of the two things they had that was available as prepackaged, like a meal sort of thing. A giant, I think it was ham sandwich. And then the only other option was sushi. But sushi was like $25.
Whoa.
Anyway, so that was a weird experience there. But then on the way back, I just wanted something good. I actually really wanted some Chinese food. And I stopped in a town, like the one town that didn't have a Chinese restaurant in the entire world. And then ended up getting some Arby's, but it wasn't good Arby's. Anyway,
what
I guess
town
that's
were
just,
you in?
I honestly can't even remember.
Was it in Ohio?
Probably.
I think it was actually a northern. No, yeah, I was in Ohio. Never mind.
Yes. Let me just tell you how much I did not want to drive through Ohio again. Because I called Paul to tell him.
He did.
I drove an extra hour because I stopped for gas and I'm like, I really don't want to go through Ohio. And I'm looking at the map and I was like, I could drive an hour and be in Lansing, and then I can just drive down through Indiana. So that's what I did. I just added an hour to my trip just because I don't want to be in Ohio.
I'm glad you're able to circumnavigate Ohio, but I do want to say I still have love for Ohio because Taylor and I went to a wedding in Cincinnati on Saturday after our trip.
In Ohio, or Ohio as a state, I have a big problem with the roadways.
Ooh, okay. That's a fair point.
Yeah, I'm in Youngstown. Come on.
Yeah, Youngstown. That's where it all started.
Also, Ohio is for lovers. So, I can't make it on my own.
Wow.
Anyway, carry on.
You guys took a trip right after we got back too, didn't you?
Who?
You and Taylor?
We just went to Cincinnati for a night. Not even the whole night. We came back that night. So a wedding.
Yeah, Cincinnati's nice. I actually do like it there.
I think that's
cool.
That might have been the last of the friend group to get married on Taylor's side.
Was that bit by Theo Vaughn where he's talking about Cincinnati? He's like, they're famous for chili up there. They got two kinds, and one of them's disgusting. That's the one that I...
That's the one what?
He said that's the one that I've had. Moving on. Cinnamon and chili.
All right, so...
Good times.
Yeah, moving right along here, guys. Knocking these topics out. That's what I'm talking about.
Whoa, look at us go.
Out.
Huh?
So organized.
I need a haircut.
Yeah,
I need hair.
Probably get my sides shaved off here in a little bit.
Oh.
You say you need hair?
I don't want to talk about it.
Look at that
There will be
beard.
no. I know, right? She getting thick though.
Do you guys remember? I guess I'm tooting my own horn with this one, but it still cracks me up, even though I was the one that did it. Do you guys remember when I photoshopped all of our hair onto other people? Like I gave Nick Paul's beard, and I gave myself Nick's hair, and I gave Paul my hair.
Yeah, I looked good.
Yeah. Whew. I wonder if I still have that photo. Probably not.
Yeah, bring that back up.
Probably not. Hold on.
I would love to see it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Well, we didn't cut it down. We found a tree.
It was already felled. Is that what they call that? It had already fallen.
And then we took it apart. We dismantled this fallen tree and made walking sticks.
That's right, we did. Great walking sticks, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
That's not it.
It's a look, Zach.
Yeah, my stick was like 40 pounds. I don't know what happened.
You got the base of the trunk?
I got the trunk of the tree.
You really did, though.
I was lugging that thing around.
Yeah, you had like a club, man.
It's kind of awesome. I left it there for the next guest.
That's
right. My dog on a beach.
Fred. Left it there for Fred.
Here's my dog sniffing.
You left it for Fred and Manny.
Yeah, Fred. I bet that's gone when we come back. It's just gone.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, you guys can look that
That's
up.
okay.
It's just no, you can't. We didn't post it because that would have been
I was
dumb.
gonna say I don't remember posting it for the world to see.
Here's
but
me
we
when
could.
I got my mohawk.
I remember the mohawk. You thought I didn't like it. I was just surprised. It just seemed like a very edgy move for you, and I appreciated it.
I'm not edgy.
Gotta get mine worked on.
Everyone knows I'm not edgy. But
I
that's
know.
my
That's why I
charm,
was
guys.
surprised you got the mohawk, bro. I was like, "Dang, you got mohawk! Wow, what a guy! What a guy that Jack!
There's our album cover. So
What a guy!
Here. What a
Good
guy!
guy! Good guy!
What a guy there, eh?
Hey, what a guy!
Oh,
Am I
you
right?
betcha!
Zach, your northern is so
What?
Disney.
Yeah, it's like Disney Channel. Oh man,
I love it. It's
you went
great.
too
It's
far
great.
there.
You just gotta sound like the moose.
I did. I found it. Okay, here it is. All right,
Oh.
here's Can you see it? Here's Paul with my hair.
I look great.
You look pretty good. You look like you're wearing a Billy Ray Cyrus wig.
You're not wrong.
All right,
You're not wrong.
Here's Nick with Paul's beard, which looks very Amish because I didn't provide him a mustache to accompany it. And then
I look
here,
like I picked Fall Out Boy's bus for him.
here's me with Nick's hair, which really just looks the same, just with long hair.
Oh my god!
Oh, I love it.
Oh
Those-
gosh,
Great.
You looked like that in like middle school, though.
yeah. I mean, I've looked like that. Have you guys ever looked back at our old podcasts?
No.
Episode 2, it was the second month of COVID quarantine. So I had hair like down to my eyebrows, and then I didn't push it up or anything, and it was just like it's right here.
For real? I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah, go back and check that out. It's pretty hilarious.
That
You
sounds
guys
interesting.
watch the growth of my beard in those podcasts.
Yeah.
Watch the growth of my just circumference.
Wow.
I mean, mine too. But anyway,
Here's another. I keep forgetting that I did this, and I don't even think I told you guys about it. But we have a new merch item out on the merch store.
we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we do.
Just 2 items actually. So I don't
Merch
check it out. Oh, it'll be reversed.
sweet.
Is it reversed to you
blur-
guys?
phone screen.
Can you see
I don't
it?
see nothing, bro.
Is it adjusting? It's not adjusting.
The OK Disc Golf Club.
The OK Disc Golf Club.
Oh, dude. That's
Yeah, go
legit.
anyway. Go check it out on the actual website because the picture doesn't look that great from the phone.
What can you get?
What's that?
What can you get that on?
Right now we have a T-shirt and a lightweight hoodie.
Oh, lightweight hoodie.
The logo
I dig
is a
it.
little too. It's not intricate, but it's really bold and close together. So it did not look good embroidered on a hat. Otherwise, that would have been super cool.
Okay. I was gonna ask.
Ooh,
I mean, we could try it. We could see what
a
happens.
screen printed trucker hat.
Yeah, so that's the interesting thing. Our merch provider doesn't offer screen printed hats. Has to be embroidered.
Okay.
Anyway, very bizarre. Yeah, we're limited by the tools of our time, guys. Maybe in the
We'll be all right.
future, these screen printed trucker hats.
Yeah.
But I dig it. I forgot that happened. So hope you guys like the logo.
Yeah.
It was at a time where we were all very busy, and I wanted to do it. So thank you for allowing me to take that liberty.
You
You're welcome.
have that liberty, bro. Also, disc golfing is like kind of, it's kind of
It's part of our DNA.
it's what we do. I don't do it well, but I enjoy doing it.
I mean, heck, I got a bag now. And
None of us do it well, dudes.
do we talk
You
about
do. Nick's
me going-
semi pro.
do we talk about me going with my father-in-law on the podcast? We talk about that.
No.
Think about it. The fact that he can just like
No.
What happened, Nick?
you told me about it. The fact that he can just sling them out there.
Yeah, what the heck? So
Dang.
my father-in-law's
Who's got-
name is also Paul. Shout out to Paul.
Good name. Good name.
He had
Hi,
never
Paul.
been, and we were at a family get-together at his mother's house, and it was awesome. And we're at the same table, and he just goes, "You work tomorrow?" I think it was like the day before a holiday day, and I was like, "I don't think so. Why? What's up?" He's like, "I was just thinking we could go disc golfing," and I'm like, he has never asked to do something like that before. Typically, our relationship is like we have a project we have to work on, And that was his point. He's like, we've never just spent time together, and we should. Like, it's weird because you're my son-in-law. We should spend time together. Long story short, I'm like, all right. But I said it sounded oddly like he was going to go take me disc golfing in the woods and then murder me there, but he didn't, so that was good. But he completely smoked me. He had never played before, but the first throw went like a gazillion yards. And so he won by at least half of what I shot, but it was a good time.
Well, that's good. Good bonding time, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's great.
Anyway, what's going on with you guys?
We got like 6 inches of snow.
Did you really? There's no way. I was like,
no, I'm just
come
kidding.
on.
I did think it was snowing last night, though, but it is just very oddly shaped rain.
It's finally cold in Kentucky, Paul.
Oh, define cold.
It was like cold for Kentucky. It was like 54 degrees today.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I'll take it.
Right?
That's great. That's like summer.
Well, like last week, it was in the 70s all week?
You need us to say it
y'all are still getting 70s? Shoot.
You need us to say it in like a southern accent. Like, it got real cold.
Correct.
It got real cold out
there
here.
it is. There it is. Now I feel better.
Damn right chilly.
Yeah. Thought about breaking out my Carhartt.
Now we're getting down to business.
No, I think mine is my jacket. What is it? It's not a Carhartt.
Well,
Similar.
Cold, eh? You don't know cold until you've been up north, eh?
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha. Don't you know how cold it gets up here?
It gets pretty darn cold, eh?
Pretty darn cold.
It's so cold the jelly inside your donut freeze, eh?
Yeah.
What?
You heard me.
Oh,
wow. I'm
right.
still that
Jelly-filled donuts are
Paul
good.
told us about so many things that you can get in Michigan. Like, what was it? Chicken Shack?
Chicken Shack.
Yeah, Chicken Shack's great. Chicken Shack's great.
I mean, I can't eat the chicken, but like...
He was like, Chicken Shack's the best, or something like that. Or you were just kind of generically approving of the restaurant. And then you were like, we're not going there.
Well, we passed it. Now it's like, well, we don't have time. My bad. Next time. We got to save some for next. I had to build some hype so you guys would come visit more. You know?
We had maybe the most... Maybe not necessarily inauthentic, but definitely not like the most authentic experience. We had poutine at A&W.
Yeah.
that
wasn't really poutine, but
I
that was decent.
I didn't feel like it was. But it had cheese curds in it, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Has curds.
Yeah, it's kind of what makes it. Well, next time you guys are out, we'll go to a place that has like legit poutine.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah. All right.
Fries and gravy.
Yeah, man.
We're going to take a quick commercial break in which our listeners will likely hear no ads, and then we'll be back.
Oh, is this too close to my face?
No, that's fine. It's a good
Can
angle.
you put this? Can you just screenshot this and that'll be the whole commercial break? Just Nick, get it on the fun. They'll
fine.
love it. It'll be great.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I'm going to put this back now. Anyway, oh, God, that's scary.
I can't get any closer. I could get closer. Wait, I'll try. I want to try.
Oh, yes! My favorite game.
Hey, are we back?
We're the okay.
Is it
Album cover?
I decided to go with like
back?
mouth closed. Nick. Oh man, for whatever. I love when it does like the fish face. You know, like the iPhone does that, where you like.
It's the best.
You got games on your phone?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, good times. Good times.
Nick, what were you saying about driving though?
You said the fish face. Do what?
You were talking about driving.
Yeah, through
yeah.
Michigan and Indiana.
Driving through Michigan is gorgeous.
Yeah, bro. Wait till we take a road trip to the UP. You guys will be like, dang.
Let's go camping.
That or like Western Michigan is like the west side of the state is like super pretty.
Side note, I thought this was a pen, but it actually turned out to be the X-Acto knife that I bought for my art class my junior year of college. And it's just been in my pen cup for all these years.
That's amazing.
This is a crochet hook. Also keep it out in my pen cup.
You're so fancy,
What?
Zach.
Why did you just stick that in your mouth?
Because
He
Paul
wanted
had
to,
his candy cigarette. Smokes real cigarettes.
Does hood
Oh
rat?
no, I don't.
How about this cheap mechanical pencil from Dollar Tree?
Ooh, the tree of the dollar.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I got over here. Well, I got more stuff, but not any pen-like items.
Got a lamp
You know, I
picture
have
of a bird.
surprisingly few pens over here.
and flapjack
Ooh, flapjack.
Slapjack?
and anime.
Who's anime?
What time?
Nah, I'm just kidding. That's a dumb joke.
Wow. That's such a dad joke.
And that's the podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Nick said we're through here.
Been
We're
fun,
through here.
guys.
All right, so we should
But yeah.
definitely talk. Ooh, what's up, you guys?
Nope.
Nothing. No, let's talk about it.
We should definitely talk about our show that is maybe definitely happening. It's definitely happening for sure, maybe.
Maybe.
We
I
have
think it's a definitely maybe.
we have all but the absolute final confirmation and detail from the venue.
Oh, okay.
So,
So they just got back and said the date was available, but they didn't confirm.
well, so here's the it said the I think the exact wording was, I think we may be able to do something on that date, which is November 20th. And it said we need to do, it's the venue is Flywheel here in our hometown of Elizabethtown. And they are a killer venue. I would be proud to play our first show there. But it said, hold on, let me look. I think we might be able to do 11:20. But then it said, so probably you guys and another local band, which I don't want to confirm that before they confirm. But I was like, all right, that sounds like a definitely maybe.
Okay. All right. When are we going to have it
But
for sure?
the guy, like I know the guy. Shout out to what do they call those guys? The booking guy, right? The booker. Is that a real?
Yeah.
Is that? He really knows his stuff. He wouldn't mess around and like pretend to have the date open. So I'd say that's probably 99% chance.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
But we're gonna assume that it is officially on. So this is the first. It's a podcast exclusive.
You heard it here
November
first, ladies and
20th
gentlemen.
at Flywheel Brewing in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. The OK as a band will be making its official debut as a performing three-piece.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because we already
like
had
a
our
dream
quote-unquote...
come true.
If you look back, it's like our second Instagram post. We already had our quote-unquote first show back when Nick and I were just a little duo here.
Right before
Right before we were like, hey, Paul, we can't afford to pay you anything, and if that's okay.
And I was
And,
like, that's okay, because you're the okay, and I want to be okay.
So, yeah, here, the first show. Yeah, well, we didn't call it that, but that's my phone right
true.
there. The OK
It'll be great.
with Shovelhead, who I think ended up being someone else, and Brooke Hall, she's a real OG. Then our second one, I had the coffee shop little keyboard boy with Austin Matthias, who was for sure there, and then Brett Fisher, who I don't think was there. And both of those were at Bourbon Barrel Tavern, and we've just been waiting ever since. Because after that, COVID was like, what's up?
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny. I had COVID right after that first show. That's why I didn't play.
Oh,
the
yeah,
second.
I think Nick literally didn't make the second show because he had an unconfirmed case of COVID.
Oh, I did not know that.
Whew.
Yeah, dude, I was sick for a little over 2 weeks. Had a fever of like 101 to 102 the whole time, and I lost like 30 pounds.
Dang.
It
When was
nuts.
this?
He
So
literally
February-
had... I did not realize this until after the fact, but he apparently... I don't want to speak for you. You apparently had days where you were like, I literally might die today.
Yes.
Dang.
Can't imagine, dude. That's rough.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
In those 2 weeks, I ate literally only ate. I drank Gatorade, and
Yikes.
I ate 2 bowls of cereal in 2 weeks, and that's it.
Dang.
See, I had COVID late in the game when it had mutated and become weaker and stuff. So I just got the shivers and a little fever.
There's a small part of me that thinks I might have had it last May, but I only really had one symptom, and I was like, this literally could be 1,000 things. And I only had it for like 3 days. But I don't want to say what it was because it's not appropriate for... our young listeners. It involves poop. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's awesome.
But anyway.
Yes. So, yeah, that's our promo, guys.
but
November
anyway.
20th at Flywheel Brewing. Look for the OK and a supporting act. Or maybe we're supporting them, honestly, since it's our first show. But it'll be awesome, regardless. And,
we'll be
fine.
Yeah, we'll support. That's fine. I mean,
yeah, we're going to support.
Real support real. I don't think that's the phrase.
I hope that this is going to be crazy. This just hit me. That Flywheel's where...
That's where you played your first show as My Landing.
Yeah.
This was meant to be.
Wild. Actually, was that before it was?
It was before it was My Landing, and it was just Landing.
Yeah, that's right. Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was super cool.
Wow. And now we'll be playing in the same band together.
And then once we get this first one out of the way, then we're just going to play like a million.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting the first one out of the way, though, this is I'm not playing as the OK, but I do have an acoustic gig.
Oh, yeah.
In E-Town as well. And so it'll be fun. I'm just entertaining some dining guests for 3 straight hours. Sorry, I've got those coffee. They're not like hiccups, but they just kind of like pop up on you.
Oh, yeah.
You just do that kind of like kind of thing. Anyway, sorry about that. I apologize.
Can you give us a sneak peek as to what songs you're going to do besides, the entire OK discography?
Here it is. I'm doing let's do this real quick. I'll try to name them all. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, here are all my covers that I've got lined up. Afterglow by Ed Sheeran. Alone in Graceland by No More Kings. Animal by Neon Trees. Anyone by Justin Bieber. Better That We Break by Maroon 5. Cheated on Me by Gavin DeGraw. 5 More Minutes by Jonas Brothers. Follow Through by Gavin DeGraw. Gravity by John Mayer. Half of My Heart by John Mayer. How to Save Life by The Fray. I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. Jealous by Nick Jonas. Leave Before You Love Me by Marshmallow. Life After You by Daughtry. Linger by the Cranberries. Love on the Weekend by John Mayer. Love Somebody by Maroon 5. Never Gonna Leave This Bed by Maroon 5. There's a lot of Maroon 5 and John Mayer on here. New Light by John Mayer. Night Changes by One Direction. Not Over You by Gavin DeGraw. Over My Head by The Fray. Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. She Looks So Perfect by Five Sauce. She Sets the City on Fire by Gavin DeGraw. She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. Sleeping with a Friend by Neon Trees. Sucker by Jonas Brothers. Sugar by Maroon 5. Paul, this is cracking me up. Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood. The Great Escape by Boys Like Girls. The Man Who Can't Be Moved by The Script. The Outfield by The Night Game. This Is Heaven by Nick Jonas. Till Kingdom Come by Coldplay. Till Summer Comes Around by Keith Urban. 2 Is Better Than 1 by Boys Like Girls. Used to Like by Neon Trees. Who's in Your Head by Jonas Brothers. Yellow by Coldplay. You Found Me by The Fray. And last, alphabetically, Young Blood by 5 Seconds of Summer.
Woo!
So I'm hoping to fit all of those exactly into 3 hours, because if they don't, I'm kind of, I have to repeat some of them.
Boy, oh my God. Which 2 got me the most now? When you said them, I was like, wow. Oh, Not Over You by Gavin DeGraw. That's one of the first songs I ever learned on piano. That's great. That's such a good line.
The hard part about that is I've spent the last 7 years focusing primarily on writing my own music and getting that stage ready. And I have... this is terrible. I literally deleted all of my old backup chord charts for like random cover songs. I'm like, I'm never doing these again. So then literally the same day got confirmation from venue. It's called Water's Edge here in E-Town. That's where I'm playing on Friday the, what is that? 29th.
Whoa.
Of October. And then I got confirmation from Flywheel, or 99% maybe sort of definitely confirmation from Flywheel. I was like, I got to make chord charts for at least 3 hours worth of music.
Yeah, you do.
A lot.
So,
dude, you're playing some hits, man.
That's the plan, because
is there going to be a live stream? Are you going to record any of them?
I don't know, but that's kind of the name of the game with cover songs. You don't want to do a bunch of cool ones that you love. You want to do a bunch of songs people have heard before.
Yeah.
And I was telling Nick before this thing started, I don't want to become like the greatest cover artist in E-Town or anything, but it's a cool way to make a little, little spare change.
Yeah.
Little spare change.
That's awesome. I'm pumped for you. I approve of your set list very much.
But I made I could not shout out the OK, so I have a little promo graphic that I whipped up, and it says Zach Alexander of the OK.
Yeah.
So,
That's how to do it, man.
Here, check it out. Well,
Oh,
I can't see it.
wait.
Oh.
It's a whole lot of blur.
Yep.
I believe you. Oh, I can
Anyway,
kind
you
of
can
see it. Yeah, I'm sure I'll see it on the socials when you post it.
Yeah. Anyway.
I dig it. It's nice.
I think that's everything that's going on with me.
Cool.
That's your update.
Sweet. It's a good update. I appreciate that.
It's a good set
Sorry I
list.
can't be there, but
It's a good what?
I will be there in spirit. Dude, it's a great set list. I wish I could be there.
Oh, I feel like we keep talking over Nick, but then it mutes his audio. What were you saying, Nick?
Paul heard me.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he said it's a great set list.
Oh, okay. Dang.
That's exactly what I said.
Well, it cuts out on
We
mine.
all agree. We have come into agreement.
Sweet.
Okay.
Good.
Yep, we're in
I'm
agreement.
going to do all 42 or 3 of those right now. No,
Oh, buckle in. It's going to be a long podcast.
yeah. Oh, man. I don't know if I'm worried more about my fingers or my voice.
Water.
Yeah.
And maybe have some backup fingers and just in case.
Some backup fingers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I got to give a shout out. Can I give a shout out?
Yeah.
I can give a shout out to my boy Rick. Rick's a big fan of the OK.
Really?
Yeah. I've only met Rick once,
Hey, Rick.
but his wife Michelle and I work together. And Rick and I are BFFFs, even though we've only met once, and we just talk through Michelle most of the time. But he digs us a lot, so
Oh, sweet.
he listens to the podcast and he likes our music.
For real?
And his wife, yeah,
I shouldn't sound so surprised. Of course he listens, and of course he loves us.
On an early episode, or maybe I just told you guys on one of our phone calls. But apparently, Michelle was telling me he's like kind of picky with music and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. Shortly after we released our stuff, I was just talking to everybody at work about it. And she's like, yeah, my husband actually listened to your stuff. He really likes it, which is kind of weird because he's pretty picky or whatever. And yeah, she'll come to work and be like, hey, so Rick heard what you said on the podcast about this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like a big fan. I got to watch what I say.
Guys, even if we
Anyway,
weren't
shout
a
out
band,
to you, Rick.
Shout out to Rick. Hey,
Rick's
Rick.
the man.
Rick.
Yeah.
Even if we weren't a band, I feel like this podcast would be at least mildly entertaining.
Oh, I would agree.
Podcast.
The podcast.
Speaking of shout outs, let's do, hey,
man.
I want to promote because I don't want you to have to do it yourself. Let's talk about, oh crap, now I forgot. Souls of War.
Oh,
Is that the name of the band?
Yeah, I didn't want to go here. I didn't want to,
You didn't want to go there?
No, we can. I just didn't know
okay.
if it was appropriate.
Hey, no, Paul's got, we have always talked, you are a man of many musical projects.
It's true.
I think that's what makes you such a great musician, but you have a band called Souls of War. And
it's true.
You guys just released your first one, your first single?
First single.
And it is.
And I'll tell you what it is. We covered Yeah by Usher, and we made it amazing. So you should go check it out on all platforms.
I listened to that this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was like doing the doom scroll before you get out of bed, and I was like, ooh, I got to listen to Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Tommy and Sam,
Yeah.
the other 2 members of Souls of War. They're wonderful. It's great. We got some stuff in the works. We got a couple more tunes we're putting out. We got another one coming out next month. So, it'll be fun. Maybe one day there'll be a Souls of War in the OK show. That'd be a lot of drama, but I would do it. I love doing double duty, man. It's fun. I haven't done that in a long time.
Well, we always joke. Well, we not always, but we joked about on the late night edition podcast that we would do a My Landing, followed by Acoustic Zach, followed by Nick's project, whatever you had in store at the time, Nick. We'd just do 3, and then we do a The OK headlining.
I would love that.
So you just get the 3 of us individually, and then as one band.
Which wasn't it? Weren't we gonna switch the order every night or something? Like who opened and whatnot?
Yeah, who gets open?
My landing co-headlining with the OK on selected days.
Listen, I'm totally fine being the opener.
I think it'd be fun. One day, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. I'm yelling timber. But anyway.
Oh man.
All right, that's podcast. See you next time.
That was bad.
And
You
that's
guys
the
remember?
podcast.
You guys remember the Country Bears?
Yes.
Nope.
I think there was more, but the movie, The Country Bears,
Nope.
and they're it's okay. So it's a movie
Should I
about
look this up?
yes, look it up. It's about
Okay.
these like anthropomorphized or anthropomorphized. Anyway, they're like humanized bears.
Did it come out in 2002?
Yeah, and they're a band.
Okay.
But they used to be a band, kind of. That's the gist. And there's a young bear who wants to get them back together or be apart or something. I don't remember the whole plot line. Anyway, long story short, one of the scenes, they're watching a cartoon or like more of an anime style cartoon that was made about them. And they watch it. They all have like power-ups or something. Maybe I'm imagining some of that. But then at the very end, one of them just goes, well, that was bad.
Wow, what a cast. Christopher Walken?
Wait, hold on. I want to look at this too.
Yeah, Christopher Walken was the villain.
Schwauzer.
The Country Bears. Oh, wow.
Okay,
Those-
I might watch this tonight.
These bears look pretty good, actually. They don't
Tonight
look too
is movie
crazy.
night, so
And then there's like a little kid.
let's-
It's probably Ed Sheeran's probably the bear. It only got 31% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was great. Haley
Dude,
Joel
they
Osment.
were animatronic. That's so great. By Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Oh man, good old Jimmy.
Queen Latifah.
Why? Yeah, wow.
Let's see, who else do I
4.5 out of
like
10.
here? Everyone. I like everyone. Willie Nelson was in this thing. Dang.
Oh man.
Fred Betterhead.
Wow. These reviews are really something.
These names, the names of the characters, though. Barry Barrington, Ted Betterhead, Fred Betterhead,
I love it. I need to watch this.
Zeb Zuber.
This needs to go down.
Wait, Jess Harnell, long-haired dude. Now it's his character's name.
Zach,
Wow.
I feel like this would be one of the movies we watch when I stay at your house.
Yeah, we have a long standard. We've talked about this before, for sure. But Paul, when you
Sure.
crash at my house, we always watch a movie that was supposed to be good but ended up being very strange.
Yeah. Uncut Gems. Mall
Gems.
Cop.
Okay, wait, hold on, backtrack.
Mall Cop actually
That
wasn't-
was an exception to the rule because Mall Cop was amazing.
Yeah, it was fun, I won't lie.
He's like, my hypoglycemia. Oh man! And when he fakes out that dude at the end. Spoiler alert! You should have watched
Dude,
it. Came out like
great.
20 years ago.
Yeah, like real
But when
talk.
he's like, I'm gonna, and then he like socks him or whatever. Oh, so good.
It's so great. So great. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Nick, have you seen Paul Blart, Mall Cop?
Yes.
Oh, what a movie!
Yeah, Nick probably saw it when it came out like a normal human, not like me who waited 20 years.
Yeah, that was the first time I watched it.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Nick. You did it right.
One of the real ones.
Oh, good times. Good times.
What are we
The
at?
Country Bears, man.
About an Oyer. The Country Bears.
Yeah.
What's another movie like that that's just... Wait, hold on. Let's see what other movies came out in 2002.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Top movies of 2002.
Oh,
None.
here we go.
Come
None.
on. Popular movies. What's this one? This one's Rob Schneider. It's called The Hot Chick.
Oh, no.
Scooby-Doo the movie came out in 2002.
No.
Pierce Brosnan's 007 Die Another Day came out. Mr. Deeds. All right, that wins. Top movie ever. Tuck
That's a wide
Everlasting.
bunch.
That one was good. We Were Soldiers. Mel Gibson. Signs came out in 2002.
Signs. Wow, I haven't watched that in forever.
I'm sure a lot of people would know these. I don't know them. This one isn't a movie. It's just a picture of Squidward holding flowers.
Oh,
You can't see it. You see that? I'm confused by that.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
There's no title for it. Spirit.
What else?
The horse movie.
Spirit, the horse movie.
Sweet Home Alabama. The Rookie. Catch Me If You Can. Treasure Planet. Guys, Treasure Planet came out in 2002.
Treasure Planet. I don't think I saw that.
You never saw Treasure Planet?
You know what, though? I don't think so. What was
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Jim Hawkins?
Movie? Wait.
Crazy.
Dude.
2 Weeks Notice. That was a good rom-com.
Queen of the Damned. I saw that. 28 Days Later. I saw that.
What if that was? What if this was our podcast all the time, just going through movies like saw it. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man came out. Wow.
Ooh, Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, The Count of Monte Cristo came out in 2002.
That was actually a huge year for movies. Movie. It turns out, guys.
Wow. Yeah, Nick. I don't know what you were talking about. No, it came out in 2002.
Everything came out in 2002.
You're missing some classics, bro. We need to have a 2002 movie night next year.
Sorry. I'm sleepy.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have attacked you. I'm sorry.
But especially, top of the list, The Country Bears.
Wait, Equilibrium came out in 2002? I thought that came out in like 99. Equilibrium is one of my favorite movies ever.
I don't think I've seen it.
Dude, 8 Mile came out in 2002.
What? All right. We have to draw the line. All right, 8 Mile's where it's at. Nick, what were you saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Pause. 2 more and then I'm done. Gangs of New York. Great. Also, A Walk to Remember. Yes. All right. I'm shutting this list off now before I find more movies that I'm like, my gosh. All right. I'm done. I'm shutting it off. After I give Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets a shout out. Okay, I'm done.
What? Okay.
And Lord of the Rings 2 Towers.
That might have been the best.
It's close.
That might have been the best movie year of all time.
Man, wow, what a great year. Where was I? Oh, wait, I was there.
All right, let's close this thing out, guys.
Let's shut it down.
It's been a great podcast.
It's always a great podcast.
I agree. Always great. So, here's our closing question. Yes. What is the best, because it's Halloween, it's our spooky episode. Just kidding. We didn't really do any spookiness stuff.
I would have threw on my reindeer suit.
This is a 3-part question.
Oh, boy.
Number 1, what's the best Halloween costume you've seen? Number 2, what's the best Halloween costume you've worn? And number 3, if money and obviously judgment was no issue, what Halloween costume would you love to wear?
Oh boy.
All right, we'll do this. We'll do all 3 of us for each one. So what's the best one you've seen?
Oh, man.
Dave Moisen at a Dirt Poor Robin show, dressed up in a flight armor suit with wings made out of Bud Light boxes, and he was Buzz Lightyear.
That's fantastic. Wow. That's great.
Honestly, I can't remember any ones that I've seen like that were amazing.
That was pretty amazing. He put some work into making a suit out of beer boxes.
There was a kid at my church that wore a pretty legit astronaut costume one year. That was pretty sweet.
Oh,
It looked like this little just mini astronaut running around.
That's cool.
I dig that. Astronauts are cool. I had this kid in 5th grade who had this clown suit, but it's going to be really hard to describe. But basically, it looked like he had a clown on his back, and then it was, it looked like there were legitimately 2 people the way the suit was designed, but it wasn't. And even where his body was and like where his legs was, it just looked like it was like the person on it. It was wild. It was kind of trippy. I actually have a picture of it on my fridge still for some reason.
Your fridge?
Yeah, we took a group picture that year, and my mom just thought, well, my costume that year was epic, which we'll talk about in the next question. And it's just stayed on my fridge for 25 years or whatever.
Dang.
So, yeah, crazy times. Good times.
All right, so what's the best costume you've worn?
I was a Krispy Kreme donut employee.
That's awesome.
No, you don't understand. I love Krispy Kreme in 5th grade, and I went to Krispy Kreme to show off my costume, and the workers loved it. So they went and got the manager, and the manager loved it. So not only did I get like half a dozen free donuts of my choice, I also got an official Krispy Kreme name tag. Because the manager's like, you know what you're missing? A name tag. I was like, no, I have one. And I made this like ID card, and he like totally didn't know what to say. So then he's like, well, how about I give you a real one? And I still have it to this day.
That's awesome.
Even though I've never worked at Krispy Kreme. Yep.
I think the best one I wore was a year. I was in high school, and my girlfriend at the time was having like a legitimate Halloween party. And so I don't know why the timing was so weird, but I remember my mom bought it for me. She like went and got me a costume, and I don't remember asking for this specifically, but it was an amazing pirate costume.
Ooh,
like
okay.
I looked very swashbuckling.
Zach the Pirate. Wow.
It was a great costume.
That was great.
Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your mom.
Oh, tied for second place. One time I went as Spider-Man, and I had like the actual face shell with the lenses and stuff.
Dang, bro!
I didn't really have a great costume overall, but like just the mask itself was perfect.
Okay.
So I like doing that.
I could see you as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I think it works.
Of Spider-Man. Remember that one?
What
no,
was?
I'm just kidding. Moving on.
Nick, what was yours?
That's a tough one, man. I don't know.
You've got so many good ones.
Well, when I was a little kid, I went as like because it was the year that Lion King came out, and I had like a full suit that made me look like a lion, like the mane and everything. But then like one year I was a steampunk, and I like actually made the goggles and everything. Leather worked
nice.
I live in a clock now. That corrects me with that Key and Peele sketch where he's like, I'm steampunk now. I have a mouse that lives in my hat.
Ew. Respect. That's great.
All right. Final question. I forget how I phrase it. Assuming money and judgment was no issue, what costume would you want to wear? Mine is a tie. There's a two-way tie, and then I have a runner-up. So two-way tie between full-on movie-quality Batman costume.
Okay.
Because who wouldn't want to dress up as like a legitimate Batman for Halloween?
I mean, yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Tied with, I don't know that I should know. I feel shame because of this, but I don't know which member of Daft Punk is which name is which, but the one that has the big smooth helmet, not the one with the bar across his eyes, but the one that's like a big smooth one. That member of Daft Punk, I would want to wear that costume. And then second place, my runner-up, I would want to be like an actual... I don't care if it's... Well, I would probably prefer original, but I would want to dress up as the Black Power Ranger.
Oh.
Yeah, that's who I'm named after. So
okay.
You are very...
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Nick named me, by the way. It's pretty sweet.
Good job, Nick. Good job. Shout out to the Power Rangers.
So that would be awesome. But I want it to be legit. I don't want it to be like the mask with the string in the back. I want it to be... Heck, even like the newer movie costume would be cool. All right. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Man, I don't know how I'm going to top that. I'm like really thinking about this because money. I have an unlimited amount of money.
Yeah,
dude.
Samurai.
Oh man,
with like
awesome.
The legitimate armor and the Oni mask helmet and everything. Yes.
Dude, I know what I want to be. I want to be a freaking polar bear. That way everyone can just be like, oh, there's Paul. Be great.
Wait, hey, that's first, Nick, what's your other one?
I don't know.
Oh, you said or.
Yeah, I don't have another one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
then
Samurai's
I cut you
good.
off. My bad.
Polar bear is
imagine?
awesome.
Yeah. Could you imagine the three of us
Samurai.
going trick or treating
Okay.
as our costumes?
Here's what we do. Okay. So
Dude,
next year,
whoa!
when we have a ton of extra money, because that'll happen by next year, you go as a polar bear. I'll go as movie quality Batman, and Nick can go as a samurai.
Yeah,
Dude,
I like this.
But
it's going to be out of control.
I want to say the only polar bear I can remember seeing was in is it Grumpy Old Men or Grumpier Old Men?
I don't know.
Both movies are classic, but there's a polar bear Halloween scene. I think your costume would look better, though.
Yeah, I would try and make it very convincing.
What, Nick?
I said with an unlimited amount of money, it better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Where are we getting this money? I know where we're getting the money. From
real
the
estate,
Banana
baby.
Shaker Mountain.
Yeah.
That's
real
right.
Estate. Oh,
That's
man.
right.
Mountain flipping.
That's right. Who flips mountains? We flip mountains.
Well, we need to buy multiple mountains so one can be ours, the best mountain, and then we flip the other one.
And we sell the rest.
Yeah.
It'll be great. I love it.
All right. That's
Mountain flipping.
that's the podcast for this one, guys. All right.
love
Come see us at Flywheel Brewing in
Flywheel!
Elizabethtown on November 20th.
See Zach this Friday.
You don't have to come see me Friday. I'm just playing for the people who already plan on eating there. But if you are so inclined, please come out. Check that out.
Go eat there.
What's that, Paul? What?
I said everybody go eat there.
Oh, yeah. Be awesome. And be on the lookout. We got more stuff coming out. Go buy one of them disc golfing shirts.
Disking.
And that's it. You guys got anything?
Nope.
Nah, man. This was great.
It was awesome. Wait,
Always a
Paul, you haven't
pleasure.
done anything, not to put pressure on you, but you haven't done anything like super crazy this episode.
I know. It's because I'm at home and all my toys are at the studio.
It's okay.
I don't have anything. I did smoke 5 candy cigarettes.
You know what? I think that counts. I think
I think that
cigarettes count.
I think that counts.